clearly tells us that Christ is the truth about man. This means that the truth about man is that he is Jesus Christ. Anti-Pope John Paul II, General Audience, February 22, 1984. So that consciences can be freed in the full truth of man, who is Christ. Anti-Pope John Paul II preaches that the Word became flesh in every man. In John 1 verse 14 we read about the incarnation of the Son of God, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Here is what the Antichrist had to say about these words. Anti-Pope John Paul II Encyclical on the Holy Ghost, number 50. The Word became flesh. The incarnation of God the Son signifies the taking up into unity with God, not only of human nature, but in this human nature, in a sense of everything that is flesh, the whole of humanity. Here, Anti-Pope John Paul II quotes the words of John 1 verse 14 and says that the Word becoming flesh means the taking up of all flesh, the whole of humanity. This literally means that the Son of God became all flesh. He became the whole of humanity. And this is why Anti-Pope John Paul II says the following. Anti-Pope John Paul II Evangelium Vitae number 104. It is precisely in the flesh of every person that Christ continues to reveal himself, so that rejection of human life in whatever form that rejection takes is really a rejection of Christ. Here, Anti-Pope John Paul II confirms his doctrine as he set it forth in the encyclical on the Holy Ghost number 50. Because the Word became flesh in all of humanity, it is in the flesh of every person that Christ reveals himself. Every person is the Word made flesh according to the Antichrist. Notice how he even puts the word flesh in quotation marks, indicating specifically that every person is the Word made flesh of John 1 verse 14. Anti-Pope John Paul II preaches that the incarnation is the truth about man. Anti-Pope John Paul II homily in St. Louis, January 27, 1999. In the incarnation, God fully reveals himself in the Son. The incarnation also reveals the truth about man. Anti-Pope John Paul II Angelus Address, January 4, 1999.